Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to Ninjaverse TV, the show where we take the best Ninja Warrior athletes, put them to the test. I'm your host, Mike Rabert, and welcome back to part 2 of our speed competition. Last week we saw Jonathan Godbout, Luke Dillon, Matt D'Amico, Vince Klapper, and Kyle Capelo taking on the first 2 rounds of a 3-round speed course. After those first 2 rounds, we really saw Jonathan and Luke pulling away from the competition in terms of the moves that they were able to pull off and the times that they were throwing down. Jonathan and Luke were linking obstacles like none other. They were flowing from one obstacle to the next. They were really putting on a show. So looking at the leaderboard after those first 2 rounds, we got Luke in first, Jonathan in second, Matt D'Amico in third, Kyle Capelo is taking up 4th, and Vince Klapper is going to round out in 5th. This week we're going to wrap up the speed course and we're going to wrap up the salmon ladder competition. So let's get right into it, starting off with Kyle Capelo's 3rd run. What are you going to do this time?
Got a full send on everything. Just go for it. Got a lot of time to make up. So I'm just gonna go for it. First move on everything.
Kyle, you good?
Yep.
All right, on you, buddy.
Nice. No offense to the other competitors, but Kyle is my favorite to watch on this course. He just looks so casual on the obstacles, super smooth throughout the run. He puts on a great 3rd run. He's able to link the laches and the fidget spinners, which are both moves that he wasn't able to pull off before. So he's going to throw down a final time of 57.91, which is awesome, and that's going to put him just ahead of Matt's time. Next up, we got Vince Klapper. Vince, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking you should edit this one to make it and combine it with my first run to make it look like I went a little faster because I'm getting really tired.
All right, Vince, on you, buddy.
That's faster than the first.
Vince also has a great last run. He has an amazing save on the spinners. You can see that he barely just touches the edge of that spinning disc and then has to roll his way over the boxes just to avoid touching the ground. Those parkour skills coming in handy, you know? He was also able to link a lot of moves that he wasn't linking in before. One of the things that I really liked about his run was that despite not being able to link the laches, he sets himself up really well for the laches this time so that he can avoid having to build up a swing each bar. So you can see the way that he jumps into the bar, he jumps with his legs up, kicking already out. And then even when he throws to the next bar, he throws just a little short so that he continues having his momentum as opposed to catching the bar and then having to regenerate his swing each time. Vince has a really solid run. He's going to finish up 102, which unfortunately is going to keep him in 5th place, but that was an awesome last run, Vince. Next up, we got Matt D'Amico.
You should just get a shirt that says that.
I really should.
Put in quotations, just D'Amico.
Yeah. Matt, I'm gonna make you a shirt.
What's it gonna say?
I hate competitions.
That's what I say.
All right.
Mike, you good?
Ready.
Alright, you're ready.
Good fix. Oh, we just saw Vince save this, and Matt just comes up a little short. You can see he just barely hits the edge of that second spinner, and then he just can't make the same save that Vince does. This kid has so much power though, you could really see it in the way that he goes through that first obstacle. He comes in through the ring way too hot, so when he goes to pull back, he ends up just pulling back in the wrong direction. But it's insane how much power he's able to have. I mean, you can see the way that he goes through the laches as well. He has this sweet 180 transfer on the laches on the way back. I don't know if it's helpful, but it looks really cool, so I'll give you a style point or two for that. Matt's a very explosive athlete. You can really see it in the way that he moves, so it's a bummer that he's going to come up short again, but there's still 2 more events for him to go through, so I'm excited to see what he can do in those. Next up, we got Jonathan Godbout.
I'm in second right now, so.
So what are you going to do?
So I'm currently in second right now. The only runner after me is Luke, so he's the only one who could beat my time, but since he already beat it, basically I'm just going to go absolutely all out. If I fall, I have the same placement, and if I complete with the fastest time I had before, maybe I have a chance to get first in this event. So.
All right, send it, dude.
Come on.
You
No,
ready,
I'm
man?
fine, yeah.
Well, good news is you still got 45-8.
What? All right, so that hurt a little bit. But yeah, ow.
This kid goes from flawless run to worst mistake that you can make in an instant. He was having such a perfect run. I mean, every single move was linked absolutely perfectly up until that moment. I don't know what happened. It's really hard to tell. It looks like he has the dismount, but he must not have felt it quite right. So he let goes with just one hand and ends up swinging. Oh man, it hurts thinking about. He's still gonna throw down an insane time despite slamming into a truss, having to rebuild his swing and dismount. So with only Luke up left, let's see what happens. All right, Luke, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good?
Yep.
Alright, Mike, ready?
Ready.
Alright, Luke, good?
Yep.
On you, buddy.
Shit, dude.
So, 1/10 of a Luke. 45.7.
Dude, I can't believe I didn't get that win.
Cool. Talk about a freaking buzzer beater. That was insane. Another nearly flawless run that was almost thwarted by that last move. I don't know what's happening because both of them had that move pretty easy in one of their runs. And this time, I don't know what's happening. Maybe they're just rushing. Maybe they're just trying to go too fast. Maybe the angle is throwing them off now. Either way, Luke has that great strategy that Jonathan didn't decide to go with, where Luke didn't slam into a pole. Good job, Luke. So that's going to be enough time to edge out Jonathan by just 1/10 of a second. It was insane to watch. It was insane to watch both of their times. Full disclaimer though, because this was such a close run, I wanted to put the two side by side just to make sure that we really got the timing right. We actually didn't get the timing right, but it doesn't change any of the results. I'm not sure what happened exactly with Jonathan's time, but Jonathan was actually a little slower. He was probably a little closer to 47 seconds. So here's the runs put back to back just to see how crazy it was. So as you can see, that pole debacle really threw off Jonathan's run. It's crazy to see how they traded leads. Luke was in front for the good part, but then Jonathan actually took him over on the steps. And then Jonathan was in the lead, except they hit the bell at the same exact time. And then Jonathan took off on that final grip line. It was insane. He was just so flawless on those links, while Luke actually had to take one extra swing going into the jumping spider. And then as soon as he hit that pole, just dead in the water. Luke didn't have as bad of a mishap. He was able to recover pretty quickly, so he ended up having him by about 2 seconds. So that's all we got for the courses. Final results, we got Luke in the lead. Jonathan's going to take second. Kyle actually stepped into third. Matt D'Amico is going to take fourth. And last but not least, we got Vince Klapper. Next up, we're heading over to the Salmon ladder. For the run order for the Salmon ladder, it's actually going to be determined by their results and the course. So Luke is going to go first on the Salmon ladder. Jonathan's going to go second. Kyle, Matt, and finally, Vince.
All right, Luke, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Are you going to count me down?
Yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Garbage. What kind of time am I at?
Want to do right now? Luke's going to have a great start to this event. He's going to throw down 46 moves in a minute, which as a reminder, when we did this in our center court episode, Anthony DeFranco got 42 moves and Joe Capel got 41. So it's really awesome. He even struggled a bit in the beginning with his left side slipping a few times. And despite that, once he got into a rhythm, he got into a really good rhythm. He threw down 46 moves. Great job, Luke. Next up, we got Jonathan Godbout.
Yeah. All right.
All right, John, get ready. Sorry. All right, here we go, bud. 3, 2, 1, go.
work.
Nice done, buddy.
Jonathan has a great pace throughout the entire minute. He goes 30 straight in the first like 25 seconds. Then he's able to really keep grinding it out until the very last second. It's nuts to throw down 50 moves in 60 seconds. That's literally almost one move per second. Such a sick job, dude. Next up, we got Kyle Capelo.
Want to be my backup counter?
Back up, dude.
All right, Kyle, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Kyle unfortunately struggles through this one a bit. While on the course, you can see that Kyle is able to stay long arm and really use technique to make efficient moves and make his way through the course really quickly. On this is like kind of purely a power move. So unfortunately, he's gonna throw down 14 moves. He kept fighting throughout the minute. So great fight, great effort. Next up, we got Matt D'Amico.
How many did you get, Matt?
20.
Said it like I called out a high school kid in math class. You know the answer to the equation? 20, I don't know.
I didn't go to high school.
We just watched somebody do 50. Like, half of that?
Said it like it wasn't paying attention in class.
Vince, half of 50 is 25.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that.
I didn't go to school, but I still know that one.
Alright, Mike, you good?
I'm good.
Alright, Matt, you ready?
Sure.
Alright, here we go. 3, 2,
Let's go, Matt.
1, go. Let's get it, buddy. Come on.
Where's my hat?
You are at 28 seconds.
Doing awesome, dude. Here we go.
You got 21, you got 42 seconds. 13 seconds. 3 seconds.
Well, one more.
25. You got half. Good call, Vince.
Good math.
Alright, I'll take it.
How do you feel about that?
Feel okay. Yeah, not much to it.
Matt was super smooth in this event. You can see that he would land in each cradle very precisely and very carefully. He was very consistent throughout the 60 seconds, really had a good pace from the start and kept it all throughout. He's gonna finish up with 25 moves in 60 seconds.
Beats me in most goes.
We'll see what happens.
Alright. This isn't a jump.
You think he's gonna beat you?
I'm gonna get one more.
You didn't get 24.
Alright, you ready, Vince?
Alright, let's do it.
Here we go, buddy. 3, 2, 1, go.
Watch your right side.
30 seconds.
Come on.
5 seconds. Oh no!
Come on.
Oh, 22. That's very good. Very good. Very
Good
good.
work.
Punches up, dude.
Talk about a man with consistency. This dude had a plan from the start. Make 2 moves, rest. Make 2 moves, rest. And he kept it up the entire way. Granted, it was a little slow because he had to come off the bar each time, but he was able to maintain that pace. He was able to maintain his energy and maintain his strength throughout the full minute. So that was a really great plan that he had. He's gonna come up with 22 moves in 60 seconds. So at the end of our Salmon ladder event, we got Jonathan Godbout in first, Luke Dillon in second, Matt D'Amico in third, Vince Klapper in fourth, Kyle Capelo in fifth. So looking at our overall leaderboard, after 2 events, we got Jonathan Godbout and Luke Dillon tied for first place with only 1 event to go. All the pressure comes down to our last event, Warp Wall Knockout, which is going to be a brutal conditioning workout. Make sure to check out next week where we wrap up this competition. But for now, that's all we got for you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mike Rabert from Ninjaverse TV. We'll catch you next week.
I don't practice salmon ladder enough, so I'll be lucky to get 12.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go.